Okay, that's fine.
But go ahead.
Next game, also at a 12 o'clock slate. Kansas State at Missouri. Again, I think this is going to be another kind of sneaky game. I think right now Kansas State is a 4-point favorite right now when I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I think this has the potential to go one of two ways. It could end as a 1 or 2 point game, or Kansas State could blow them out. I think Kansas State has a really good defense. I think they do. I think Mizzou's defense is all right. I think it's better than it has been. So I don't think that Mizzou's defense is going to be good enough to stop Kansas State's offense. Because, I mean, they seem like they haven't really missed a beat since last year. They seem like they're still moving along pretty well, even after they lost Deuce. I think it's really going to be, can Mizzou's offense keep up? Because like I said, I don't see Mizzou's defense really slowing down Kansas State. I could be wrong. I've been wrong maybe once or twice in my life. We'll see.
I think you're spot on with that. I think the Missouri offense will probably be pretty effective. Kansas, man, I was watching the highlights. I didn't get a chance to watch the play last week, but I did watch some highlights. And man, they don't like they missed a beat at all from last year. They look like the same team from last year. They had that little running back that
minus the Sugar Bowl. They look like the same team from last year.
Right. Well, they ran into a mess.
A buzzsaw. Yeah.
A mad buzzsaw. But I think that you look at that running back they had last year. Was it Vaughn? What's the
Deuce Vaughn?
Deuce Vaughn went to picked
all
up by
5 feet of him.
Yeah. Picked up by the Cowboys, who his dad, one of the coaches on the Cowboys team. That's pretty cool to see that. But he was very special, and I see I don't know what the running back's name is, but I saw some highlights. It looks to me like he's about the same profile there. So yeah, I think you're right. I think Kansas State goes into Como and probably takes care of business. A 4-point favorite on the road, it really is a 7-point win. So. I think they can beat Missouri by 7. I think you're right. I think that Missouri defense, they can get off the field a few times. They may have a shot. And that's a big if.
For sure. I think there's going to be 2 keys to the game for Mizzou. I think they're going to have to create big plays. They're going to have to. It's going to have to be, hey, we score in 1 or 2 plays, and then give Kansas State offense some trouble. Because they got Luther Burden still. He's a playmaker for sure. I think he's got some great hands. He can convert for him, and I think that's going to be another key to the game. They got to create big plays, and I think they got to convert on third down. I don't think they've been very successful doing so far this year. I think they've struggled with that a little bit. Even last week against Middle Tennessee,
right, and they barely beat them.
That was a close game. Well, I'm sorry,
23-19.
They did fine on third downs last week, but I think against a talented and really good K-State defense, I think they're going to have to either stay on the field and tear the defense down or score in 1 or 2 plays. I think it's going to be one of those 2 ways. If they can do a combination, that'd be great to kind of keep them off balance and not let them know what's coming. But I'm going to go with Kansas State to win that game. But again, I would not be surprised if it ends up being a single-digit game in the fourth quarter.
A couple things that jump out at you about that team, that game last year at Middle Tennessee. They gave up over 214 yards passing, and they lost a passing battle. They passed for 204 and they gave up 214 to Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
Also, they gave up 4 sacks.
Also not great.
No. And so that right there kind of tells me that, man, your offensive line not doing so well, and your defense can't stop the pass. Middle Tennessee. You're gonna. I think Kansas State's gonna. They're probably gonna come in there and win by at least a touchdown.
I think I only had a couple more games